Has started, so I'll put down the death pick there so people know 5 minutes to greatness. And here we go. Game one, Hotspot, UWA versus Rage. Um, so there's three of us. So do you mind if I started this game? Oskins, you can start the second game. Golfman, you can start the third game. Does that work?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Take it away, man.
All right, so UWA is going to be bringing double Yamato, including one with that ranked gold camo. Sexy. Plus the Golden Lion, double Stalingrads, and a Nevsky, a Shimakaze, a Gearing, and a Daring.
I'll go
All
ahead and
right.
take the red team. So over on the other side with Rage, we've got a Montana, an oldie but a goodie with a lot of sustain. Kremlin,
Hmm.
which is going to want to get into the fight and shrug off all those shells with Stalinium armor and a fast cycling damage cooldown. We've got double Stalingrad. We've got a Nevsky for some radar and some Daka. And then we've got a Golden Lion as well. Really surprised to see those as much as we have. We do have a Yu Yang, which I
Mm-hmm.
assume would have to be radar because, well, heck, maybe not. And then we got a Shimakaze and a Marceau that's already booking it towards C.
That's right.
Totally. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm very surprised to see golden lions in King of the Sea because I don't have one. I don't have a lot of experience in it. However, I think it's potential just obliteration of a locked in positional ship is what's drawing those players into bringing them. I really want to see them be used to great effect. I want to see those airstrikes pummeling people. I want to see like a Stalingrad drop 20k in the blink of an eye. I think that'd be real
Uh,
cool.
I haven't seen yet, and I would agree with you, Goffman. I am looking forward to seeing some Dutch Elf in action.
So a little
That's
bit of
that's
insider knowledge. A little bit of insider knowledge. I happen to know that BT is actually an excellent daring captain. Interesting to see him in the Yu Yang. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him and see how he does in that.
sure.
But looks like I'm interested. Interesting. Rage looks like they're committing their destroyers heavy to Delta. Not really sure what the plan is there because they're sending no assets to Charlie.
I do think that might bite them in the butt. I mean, they've got all these assets going to D on Rage's side, and they've got just so little up in the north over here for UWA. Like, if they're just going to give away a cap that's right there, are they going to go for a safe to safe push? Is that what we're seeing, Zath?
It's a possibility. I wanted to mention too the both teams taking two Stalingrads on top of the battleships tells you a little something about their feeling for today and this battle. They're a little nervous. They're a little unsure about where to position ships. Stalingrads are like that pocket battleship, right? It's a ship that you could just kind of put out there, and it handles similarly to a battleship. If it finds a broadside cruiser, that AP just slaps, right? And it's got
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous armor. It can bow in and bow tank a ton of stuff. It's got radar. It's got the heal. So I mean, it makes sense that both teams are bringing Stalingrads because that gives them the ability to flex out and essentially have kind of four battleships or cross shots on the map. That gives them a lot of flexibility.
Oh, I agree with that. What did you think of the Stalingrad nerf where they pulled like 10 seconds out of the radar? I mean, she's got great guns, she's got great health, she's got great armor. Like you're saying, a pocket battleship. But is pulling back on that radar consumable something that kind of cripples it if you reach a little too heavily into the Stalingrad pocket?
I don't think so. I mean, granted, that makes Moskva possibly objectively better, right? Because Moskva did not have the radar nerfed, correct? Trying to
It may
remember.
have had it trimmed down by like 5 seconds, but it was
Yeah.
definitely not as much as the Stalingrad.
So
Yeah,
comparatively
I'm
speaking. Oh,
willing to
contact.
bet Yu Yang just used his radar there. We're
Oh,
We
seeing
yep.
got
Golden
the
Lion
bomber.
drops, man. Looks like he didn't give him enough lead though,
No. But
unfortunately.
uh, but yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a problem because to me the big utility there's the C cap I was talking about, smack a noob, grabbing that C cap with the Shimakaze. But yeah, so radar is all about spotting that destroyer and making them feel uncomfortable about being where they are. Um, yes, the duration of the radar means that that's one less salvo that the Stalingrad and perhaps other ships can. Oh, just another Goyim just got whacked by another Citadel from the Kremlin there. But I don't know that it's going to be catastrophic for most destroyer
Ooh.
players. That was
The
close.
Kremlin just got Citadel right back. Conk. They paid back their Nevsky's blood and change.
Hmm.
All right.
That's all right. He's got to heal. Watch the Yu Yang. Wow.
I mean, Yu Yang definitely spots those torps out for the Kremlin, meaning he might be able to dodge all of these if he gets that nose around in time.
He's doing it. He's freaking doing it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Impressive.
uh-oh. Rage, and the Shimakaze. Daring is coming to confront him. He's way up there with no support, and he's not even got survivability expert. This could be trouble for Rage, unless he lands that torpedo, which it doesn't look like he will.
No, we've
Nah,
got
he didn't get the
three.
torp, but he should have smoke.
We have 3 destroyer on destroyer actions going on. One way out on the 1 line, one on the 9 line, and another in the middle of the freaking map, guys. Is that nuts or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, Rage is definitely taking Charlie. I don't think they're going to have anything to stop that. So points are going to start shifting to Rage here pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the front lines are in contest all over the map. The Shimakaze and Daring fight. The Yu Yang is taking Charlie. The 1 line, a little dust up. The Marso is absolutely outspotted by that gearing, so he's just not going to have any forward contest. And really, why would he want to with the Stalingrad, a big guy who's unable to get guns on target?
Oh, look at the
Like,
daring on
just-
the 9 line.
Oh no. Okay, Shimakaze got explorative and shells are coming in. He should be able to duck behind that smoke. Question is if the Daring's going to push, because if he does, he's going to walk right into the guns of a Stalingrad that has not been spotted. I cannot imagine. Looks like the Daring's getting frisky. He's making the turn.
He was spotted
Okay,
for a bit, but not for a while, so... And now he's spotted.
Bait. Here comes the guns. Boom. Okay, we got some big guns in there. We got the Shimakaze opening up. Suddenly, the Daring is reconsidering his life as he's chucking torps at a Stalin, knowing he is not long for this world. Even the Golden Lion's getting in on this one, so it's some bombers to go give some moral support from the air. Shimakaze of Rage still falls back, not looking to lose any more health than he has to. Down to 3K. No more shells into the Daring yet.
Down
goes the Daring.
Double!
Down goes the Rage. Oh, that is just how is that even a trade? There was a Shima and a Golden Lion that were moving up to make that happen. That's huge, absolutely huge for UWA to pick up a DD that they had no right for taking.
No, that was incredible. I did not expect there to be a trade there. I was expecting the Shimakaze to walk out of there just fine, but nope. Jeez. That's what you find in these kinds of initial engagements, though. A little bad positioning, little unprepared support goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yes, I am still stunned. I am still the Stalin should have had radar and other things and death and maiming and how did the Shimagazi get clicked there? Well,
I don't know.
Still, they're going to own D. They got a Stalin moving up with a Golden Lion. Rage is taking position on the D cap, and with just a Stalin Yamato to hold them back, they're not really able to move forward, but they don't really have to, as they've still got that claimed. Brawl's going down in Charlie as the Yu Yang is bailing from gunfire.
Yep.
Does UWA have a way to move forward? They seem pinned.
They don't, unfortunately, right now. They have to hold the C cap. They got to keep the Yu Yang back. And you can see right now, it looks like their farming target is the Kremlin, which is going to take a while, considering I don't know how many other people are shooting him right now.
They were all focusing him a moment ago. Just a point of order. Just another Goyim there got smacked for about 20,000 right in the middle of your little blurb there. And now he's forced to play much more conservatively. Smackanoob might be a little exposed if he pops into that cap and lets the Yu Yang know he's there. It looks like he's gonna go ahead and let Rage take it, which means
there's the radar.
UWA needs to make a move.
We got the radar now, so BT is there. It is. He's detected. He's being shot at. As Goyim takes another hit, he is extremely low now, and on fire.
Yeah, Goyim's got to hide if he has any possibility of getting out to save the points, and he does not. That being said, he has been traded, but there's a Yu Yang down to 1,800 with a few shells coming in. They're not going to connect. Yep. And a Kremlin down to 17 that's probably got another heal, maybe 2 in his back pocket. UWA needs to get out from between A and C because they are almost 180 points in the hole. If they're going to sit there and wait to be wrapped and killed, nothing happens. How do they push through to C? How do they confirm the kill on the Kremlin Yu Yang?
Yep. I think they need to get their Golden Lion in position to Dutch oven the Kremlin. Kremlin is on fire right now, trying to back up around this island. And that's so crucial. He has to go down right freaking now. You cannot. Nope. There's either the DCP or the
He's
fire
not
burned out.
spotted.
And you're right. He is no longer spotted as the Dutch oven comes out for the Nevsky Sir Gato Bueno, or Senor, I should say.
Well, it looks like those bombs not going to connect. It
Nope.
wasn't even. Well, they wouldn't connect even if he sat still. Kremlin, as you say, has gotten out. Yu Yang maybe looks to contest Charlie, but again, they're up 170 points. I don't think Rage has to make any plays here. Nevsky's taking a little chisel damage. The other guys on really, I think those folks over at D have to start making plays, and I don't know how they can because if they're just going to sit on that 9 line,
Yeah.
UWA, if it can find a way in, and it needs to find a way in, then not having a Stalin and a Golden Lion that's just stuck off in the middle of nowhere, that's really going to hurt them, I think.
Well, more than anything, the Yamato needs to hit W, and I'd like to see, I agree, I'd like to see the Stalingrad turn around. This is the part where they both just hit W and, try to make something happen. Like, that Yamato actually had a broadside on Enzyme. He backed up so far, but nobody was spotting him, and nobody had a shot on him, so, besides the M. So, unfortunately, that just meant he's safe. And you can't really farm out a Kremlin as he's now pumped himself back up to 2,300 or 23,000 hit points. That being
Yeah,
said,
for a moment there. Yeah, go ahead.
C is still being held by UWA. I think that's important. What were you going to
Yeah,
say,
definitely.
Golf?
For a moment there, it looks like the Stalingrad was actually moving forward, which I was very confused about why the Stalingrad would be moving forward, but it appears that he was just maneuvering to try and avoid torpedoes, in which he still was not successful.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Doesn't look like any of those Shimakaze torps have any threat at all. Still, Rage holding the point lead, 170 points. It is unchanged. 2 caps to 2. Nothing really happening here. Kremlin shrugged off some shots. Rage is completely content to dig in and say, it's your guys' move. And UWA just does not seem to know what that move is. They sit there and take a few pot shots. I have to assume they're yelling at each other in comms, but somebody's got to do something, guys.
Well, so here's the thing. You're absolutely right. Whoever's calling the battle for UWA is probably saying that exact thing either now or soon or 30 seconds ago. So look at the clock. We've got 8 minutes left in the battle. I would say in about 2 minutes, we're going to see a drag out all out push on all sides. Look at the Stalingrad now. Mad Season turning around on the 7 line. Yamato in position now to possibly start maybe pushing a little bit. So I think that's going to happen. And look at the Yamato on Delta 3 on the 3 line. He's in position to start pushing. Gearing's in position to start pushing. Stalingrad just has the W. Only Eddie and the Golden Lion isn't ready to push on this team. So I think it's going to happen. It takes a little bit of time to organize these ships. These aren't tanks. They can't just turn around on a dime and start moving.
Mm-hmm.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised that it's kind of taken them this long to get it going. Look at the Shimakaze. Look at
That's
Smekanu.
pretty ballsy. All right, so
Uh,
there we're starting to see a play. Something forming here is the Stalingrad of a diving Harrier actually takes a torp on the nose. If the Shimakaze can get in position, what could he torp? He'd have to swing all the way around the island to clap the Kremlin from behind, which could allow the Golden Lion and Stalin to push, although there'd be
mm-hmm.
some crossfire. But with the Stalingrad of Bizum stuck
Uh-oh.
behind the island, penned in by Yamato, maybe they can make it
Uh-oh.
happen.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Yu
BT goes
Yang.
down.
Yu Yang
That's
caught
big.
on radar right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. That takes away vision. That takes away the deep water torpedoes. That takes away torpedo screening.
Yeah, now Shimakaze's in
up
D.
at 100 points too. I mean, they're only 70 points behind now. That gives them a lot more breathing room. And yeah, what the Shimakaze? Nobody's even figured out this dude is here. Smackanoob not being radared by Bizum.
He's just got detected,
There it is.
presumably by Stalingrad
There
radar.
it is.
There it is.
Okay.
That's the radar. But who can hit him? I mean, the only thing that can hit him is the Dutch oven. But Cooper just.
Oh, we're
No,
getting
wait. Here it
shots
is.
from the Nevsky across the map.
Yep. I see it now.
Ooh, Mad Season Stalingrad in the back just took a massive hit from something. I have no idea what. But any hopes of him pushing have probably just been extinguished with that big smack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
what
really
hit him out there?
surprised.
Dang.
I'm really surprised we saw him turn in, then turn out, then turn in, and now he's turning in, but I think he's forced in because of that hit.
All right. Well, I was expecting a Shimikaze to try to make some kind of sneaky play, and yet that's absolutely not what he was doing at all. He just went into D, parked himself, sat on that cap, and without any
See,
other radars, he's going to take it.
the thing
Marceau is
is,
stepping on Charlie, though.
yeah, he doesn't really need to do too much other than to flip the cap and at the very least stop their point gain as well. Now he can go back to C, and he can maybe try to deal with that Marceau, or at least try to recapture it. Golden Lion's going to dodge these torps.
Yeah, he gets the juke. Marceau has terrible detection, but when there's nobody there to detect him, that's not
Yep,
going to be a big problem. Goes back 2 caps to 2, and looks like Rage is still going to be holding on to that lead of about 24 points, give or take. So it's
yeah,
firmed up so much. It used to be 170. Now it's only within spitting distance. Though with the Shimikaze coming out of Delta, if he's able to outsneak the Marceau with the guns of the Stalin keeping him safe, I mean, if he steps on Charlie for even just a small period of time, he's going to be good. The real question is the Marceau close enough to be able to forcibly spot the Shimikaze, and the Marceau is completely bailing. He's not going to have
yep,
that option.
nope.
Shimikaze is going to be in C. That's going to start tying this up. The question is
But
now it's no longer UWA. What's Rage going to do?
Nevsky does have radar availability, so once C starts getting, I wouldn't be surprised to see Senior Gato Bueno change. Now, while you were talking earlier, Stalingrad, big guy out on the 3 line, and then the Montana took gearing torpedoes. Stalin took 1, and then I think the Montana took 3. So you can see the Montana no longer feeling comfortable where he's at. Diving Harrier, he really shouldn't be moving forward. He should continue to back off because he's the linchpin holding the middle at bay right now. So I don't like that he's moving forward. There's the radar,
What?
and
Stalingrad
Beasons goes down.
What?
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
Oh,
because the Shimikaze forced the Golden Lion to retreat back, pulling the major HE damage away from the Yamato. Mad Season was able to just shoot at the Stalingrad over the island, while Yamato just face tanked his HE. And with the overmatch there, they were able to isolate that bow in Stalingrad. He did not get out of there and
yep.
got stuck. And now we're seeing AP against the Nevsky. Oh, big hit
Oh!
there. Is he going down? Oh, Stalingrad
But
just a tiny bit short.
let's follow these shells coming in. Oh,
not going to complete. But with that kill on the outside, Rage is suddenly down in the hole 70 something points. Smackanoob
yep,
loses almost all of his ship, but he's able to get out with at the edge of the radar with only 2,500 health
yep,
left. 2
yep.
caps to 2. Suddenly, Rage is now in the full YOLO condition, and we've got a Nevsky charging as Sergato Bueno is taking shells left, right, up, down, center.
That's it.
Down
That's
he
it.
goes. That's the points. That's going to
Wow.
lock it. UWA with that huge hit on the outside Stalingrad jumps the points, forces Rage in, and takes the game. Whoa.
Wow.
That came
What
out of
a.
nowhere.
Oh, well, you know, when you were talking about it getting a little boring in the middle, that's what I was trying to talk about was, you know, that's the time when both teams have to really put everything together, right? And figure out where's the push going to be? How are we going to get back into this game? And I think you saw exactly the result, right? Was that push by UWA, and then Rage, unfortunately, losing that Yu Yang kind of blew up a hole in their holding action there, didn't it?
Really did. Absolutely did. And I have said in the past, and really, as we get deeper into the tournament, I need to take it to heart that it's not so much about what's happening now, and it's not so much about the fact, well, we got 2 minutes before the game ends. It often comes down to who breaks first.
Yes.
And I'm over here kind of sweating some bullets because I don't know UWA. I don't know what their plan is, and I'm not seeing the move. And then all of a sudden, there's one ship, there's a second ship, a cap gets flipped, and the entire situation gets turned on its head, and Rage is left flat-footed thinking, wait, we've been winning this for the past 3 minutes. What just happened?
Right.
Oh.
Definitely a little bit of a misplay there with Yu Yang sticking around inside the radar range on 1,000 hit points. If I was that Yu Yang, I'm just there to try and radar the cap if someone's in there. I'm not engaging. You've got 13.5 kilometer torpedoes. You don't have to be in that 12 kilometer radar range.
Yep.
I do have to say, what was the Stalingrad of UWA that started to just push forward? Like, whoa, dude, what's this? Suddenly shedding like 21 health or 21k health and going down to like 8,000 remaining. It's like, I don't know if you wanted to hit the W button there. You okay, friend? I was a little
Wait.
concerned about that one, but he didn't get taken out, so worked out for them.
Yep. And I apologize for the delay in talking here. We're trying to get the next games up and running, guys. We want to make sure that you guys are able to see, you know, all the glory that comes out of this this event here. So, you know, we're just we want to make sure we get you guys as many games as possible.
Yep, we are transitioning over to let's see, it looks like CC2, CCTV2 versus
Correct.
Yes CV. It's also going to be on Hotspot. So the map that we just saw is what we're going to be seeing again, which
Right.
honestly is pretty cool because the map that we just saw is nutty. And I've never seen it before,
Yeah.
so I mean, all the more to want to see it again and again, which is just yay. But looks like everybody's actually readied up, so it could be kicking off any moment now. Zath
boy.
was looking to push pretty good pace, get as many matches in as possible, and I
That's
think we might
correct.
have a game 2
What's-
coming pretty soon.
What's the room name?
Under F ship.
Oh, got it.
Fi ship.
Okay.
FISHIP. Fi ship.
Got it. Yeah.
Now interesting.
Very good.
I got pinged. Where did I get pinged? What group is this, anyways? Is this group 6? No. Ah, that would be why I'm looking at the wrong. I'm looking at my wrong list. I'm looking at my list from yesterday. Sorry, that's group F that we are looking for. And apparently, we have ship bans today, and I maybe have missed out on that.
Oh,
But-
really?
But
Is that something
Yeah.
they're doing behind the scenes?
well,
Because I mean, in the rules, it did say after qualifiers.
they said bans are, so let's take a look at this. Let me put this in right now, and then we'll double check. But CCTV bans Ragnar, and then we see a ban for Goliath for Yes CV. So I apologize, guys, if I missed out on that. Wow, did not realize that.
All right. Well, it looks like everybody is ready in the room. They're going to kick off in about 30-something seconds. So this is going to be CCTV2 versus Yes CV. Now, Yes CV is a bit of a meme clan or a meme team. They did invite me to help out. They wanted me on the roster because, I mean, people know me as a CV main. But it is completely made of CV mains, and I did actually get to see them play this. So let's. Oh, I gotta update this thing too. Man, there's just so much stuff. But
That's what happens when you go